Welcome back to Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm Ollie Hayes, and today I'm bringing you some breaking transfer news. So, Fabrizio Romano this morning has confirmed that Everton have reached a verbal agreement with soon-to-be free agent Kenny Tete, and the report is suggesting that it'll be a three-year deal until June 2028. Kenny Tete has just recently left Fulham at the end of his contract. This has obviously come this week as the rumour mill's been spinning all week long, linking us with the likes of Kyle Walker-Peters, Vladimir Sofal, and also Kenny Tete. But now it does seem to be that Everton are pressing forward with signing Kenny Tete on a free transfer. But before I get into my reaction to this transfer news, we did an X poll earlier this morning, and of around 1,600 votes, 82% were in favour, 15% were unsure, and only 3% were against. So it seems to be a pretty resounding success amongst the Evertonians in terms of decent reaction to the transfer news. But my take on it, I think it's decent business. I've been reading a lot of Fulham fans this morning and their reaction to the news, and they seem to be really gutted that he's leaving the club. I know he was actually in talks to re-sign with Fulham and extend his stay there in West London, but no, it seems now that he's pressing forward with signing for Everton. And reading the Fulham fans, it seems that he is a top professional. He always gives 100%, and they say that he'll be sorely missed for Fulham. So I think it's positive to hear those kind of comments, and from certainly from the fans that watch him closely week in, week out. So. On the other hand, obviously his injury record, that's causing a little bit of concern amongst the Everton fan base that I'm doing more research on him this morning. Listen, the injury record is a slight worry. I think he's missed 73 games in his 5-year spell at Fulham, so there is a little bit of cause for concern there. There's sometimes availability issues, but I think he's 29 now, so he's got that experience. I think that David Moyes will really look to tap into, and hopefully we can really get the best years out of his career as he sort of reaches that peak of his career. But it'll really be interesting to see how this develops in the coming weeks or so in terms of wages, where he'll fit into the wage structure. Will he be sort of on par with starters in the team? Will he be sort of utilised as a squad player? And also, what does this mean for Nathan Patterson? Because we've got the likes of Jake O'Brien on the books, who did a fantastic job at right back for David Moyes this season. And then also, if Seamus Coleman potentially stays and extends his contract to the club, it'll mean that we've kind of got three, maybe even four options for right back. So what does that mean for Nathan Patterson? Will we look to get him out on loan? Will we look to utilise him as a squad option? Will we even cash in and sell him? It does leave a bit of an interesting saga ahead of us, but no doubt it'll be a decent transfer for Kenny Tete. Obviously, free transfer, so no signing on fee from obviously Fulham, but you'll give him a little bit of a signing on fee to his agent and things like that. So yeah, no transfer fee, which I think is massively positive, but no doubt will bring you more reaction in the coming weeks as the story unfolds. But that is all from me today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.